GTA San Andreas. We were working on the story. This is the beginning, AA Gamer for Life. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is show you, you're going to roll a new game. I'm going to let the beginning cinematic cut or play the way it would if you were starting the game off, and then I'm going to cut in the way I play San Andreas. Now, I'm not one for using cheat codes ever. I can't really think of a game where I ever really use cheat codes. I'm not into like flying cars and using a cheat code to get weapons or to help beat the game or whatever. But with San Andreas, I do use a cheat code, and this is something that I found a long time ago. During the beginning cinematic, when Tenpenny jacks you in his car, if you put in the jetpack code while this cinematic is happening, it activates the cheat, and the pluses from that is that it's like having Katie as a girlfriend. When you get wasted, you will keep your weapons, and all the stores are open right at the very beginning of the game. Clothing stores, the ammo store, all that. So the pluses that you get from that are very beneficial, and to me, like I said, I'm not one for using cheat codes, but one of the things that annoyed me about the game when I played it when it first came out was that I had lots of money and I couldn't get CJ to look the way I wanted because the tattoo store was out in Las Venturas, and I think it's called Victim. The store wasn't open till later in the game, so I couldn't get the pants that I liked and things like that. And then obviously when you got wasted, you lost all your weapons, so that was a real drag. Now there's different benefits compared to that cheat code activated in this game from the PlayStation 2 version to the Xbox. Pretty much the same kind of benefits. It's just in the PlayStation 2 game, the barriers to the outer areas like San Fierro and Las Venturas weren't there, making getting out to those islands a little easier. But it's not really an issue in this game.
I'm clean, legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean.
So Tenpenny and Pulaski, they're jacking you and pinning you for murder that you didn't do and so on. All this is pretty much old news. And like I said, I'm going to just let this beginning cutscene play. So what'll happen is, they drop you off in baller territory and you got to get a bike and then ride down to CJ's house. That's the way the game would normally play. And then I'm going to cut in with the cutscene where we're in his car, and I'm going to activate the jetpack code. And then what'll happen is when you get thrown out of the car, you'll be wasted and you'll spawn in front of the hospital.
You don't bang. This is car 58. See you around like a donut, Carl. Officer Pendlebury's down.
Now you won't have anything special. You're not going to have hitman levels. You're not going to have unlimited ammo or anything like that. The game is very much normal, with the exception of all the stores being open, and that when you do get wasted, you will keep your weapons. And for me, that was like such a big plus, because in the very beginning of the game, I'll be collecting oysters and going out to Las Venturas to collect the minigun. So when I do collect a minigun, I won't have to stay alive to get back to Los Santos with the minigun to save the game in order for it to stay in my inventory. So I can just go out there, collect the minigun, and then get wasted, and I'll respawn in Los Santos with all my weapons. So it's just a huge plus, and just one gamer's way of tackling this, and just to have fun with it. And let's face it, video games is just about that, having fun, and you want to be challenged, but, within reason. And some of the things, like I said, that kind of annoyed me about the game was that, I could sit here and do the paramedic missions and the fire and vigilante and all this and have a good amount of money, but not be able to buy the stuff I wanted. That kind of annoyed me. Everybody's got their way of looking, and that's what makes, San Andreas the game that it is, because of the customization. You can, you want to make them look like a homie, you want to put clothes on them, you want to make them look like Grove Street. My particular CJ looks like Blade, he's all
legit.
tattooed muscles,
you ain't
flat
never
top
been clean,
haircut,
Carl.
sunglasses. Alright, so you saw the way it was. Now
This is a weapon,
the
officer.
cutscene's going on, and I just activated the jetpack code. If you want the jetpack code, it's not hard to find. Just look on any of the gaming websites to find that.
You work fast, nigga.
You know I
And
just
then
got off the plane.
That's a good thing.
they're gonna drop you off, and when you get thrown out of the car, you'll be wasted.
Bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you.
And then just the benefits from that will be apparent. So obviously every time you save the game, it'll say, you know, a cheat code is active, but it doesn't matter. The game is
This bar is
very
kinda-
much the same. There's nothing different about it, exception with the things I already mentioned.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut, Carl.
All right, so they throw you out.
We'll be right over.
See Hernandez.
You don't even get to see your body or whatever. Just says wasted. All right, you'll spawn up in front of the hospital. Okay, as you see, there's 0 money. Your health is, you know, it's got the short red bar. Now, before I, would be like probably the 3rd video in, when I start getting into the missions, you know, I'll have taken care of several of the side things. You know, I've done the paramedic missions, the fire missions, the vigilantes down in Los Santos. I've gone up to Las Venturas several times to get the minigun. Okay, all that side-related stuff is under that particular playlist. Okay, this playlist is just going to be about the missions. Alright, just to show you, like right here is the victim store. Alright, you would not be able to get into this if you didn't activate that cheat code. And the clothes aren't free or anything like that. It just lets you get in there to buy stuff. So, you know, I just wanted to show you that you can get in here. Okay, over at Unity Station, there's an MP5. I wind up coming to this place a lot. So just to show you what will happen, I'm going to just pick a fight with this guy, and I'm going to let him beat me up. Now, I would never let this happen intentionally, but okay, he's going to... It actually takes a minute or two for him to put me down. Alright, so now that I'm wasted, we'll spawn up in front of the hospital, but you'll notice that I'll have my MP5, so there's the plus to the cheat code, and then the store. So alright, with the next video, I'm gonna kind of set my CJ up the way I like him, and then we're gonna get into rolling the missions. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.